Daily English Podcast.
From Daily English with Daisy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English with Daisy. I'm Daisy.
And I'm Paul. This is your English listening and speaking practice podcast.
We're so happy to be here with you again. So, Paul, how are you today?
I'm doing really well, thank you. Actually, I had a nice breakfast this morning, so I feel ready for the day. And you, Daisy, you look very cheerful today.
Yeah, I feel cheerful. Cheerful means very happy and positive. I think it's because I had a good walk before recording.
Oh, cheerful. That's a great word. And you're right, we actually have a cheerful challenge today.
Exactly. This is day 1 of our 7-day shadowing challenge. For the next 7 days, you and us will practice English together, step by step.
And today's topic is super important. Talking about yourself. Because whenever you meet new people, the very first thing you usually do is introduce yourself, right?
Right? At school, at work, at a party. People always ask, "Tell me about yourself." If you can do this part confidently, you'll feel much more comfortable in any conversation.
Totally agree. So, in this episode, we'll give you examples, explain new words, and leave space for you to repeat.
And remember, don't stress about mistakes. Shadowing is about rhythm and confidence. So, ready to start?
Ready? Let's go. So, Daisy, when you meet someone new, how do you usually start?
Honestly, I just keep it super simple. I say, "Hi, I'm Daisy." Nothing fancy, easy and friendly.
Yeah, same here. I just say, hello, I'm Paul. Easy, right?
Let's practice that together. Everyone, repeat after me. Hi, I'm Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy. Perfect.
And now, hello, I'm Paul. Hello, I'm Paul. Hello, I'm Paul.
Perfect. Of course, you can also say, "My name is Daisy. My name is Daisy. My name is Daisy."
True, but honestly, I'm plus name sounds more natural in casual conversations. It feels warmer, I think.
Yeah, less formal. Like when you're meeting a friend, not writing an email. After names, people usually ask, "Where are you from?"
Exactly. For me, I'd say, I'm from the United States.
And I'd say, "I'm from Australia."
Notice the phrase, I'm from. It's super useful.
Nice. And sometimes people don't just want your country, they want to know your hometown.
Right. Hometown means the place where you grew up. For example, my hometown is Boston.
Or, "My hometown is Sydney."
Quick challenge. Can you say, I'm from your country, my hometown is your city? Like, I'm from United States, my hometown is Boston. Take a moment and say it out loud. Now, sometimes people share their age. It really depends on the culture, right?
Yeah, some cultures are totally fine with it, others, not so much. But if you do share, you can say, "I'm 27 years old."
Or if you don't want to be exact, say, I'm in my late 20s. That's like 27 to 29, right?
And if you're younger, you can say, "I'm in my early 20s." That's like 20 to 23.
Good phrases to keep in your pocket.
Okay, so after name and country, usually the next thing is job or study.
Yeah. For example, I'm an English teacher.
Or, "I'm a student. I study design."
Another useful one is for example, I work as an engineer.
And if your job is less traditional, you can say, I'm a freelancer. I make videos online.
Which is basically you, Daisy, right?
Kind of true. Okay, let's practice together. I work as and then your job. For examples, I work as an engineer. I work as a teacher. I work as a freelancer. Sometimes people also ask about family or pets, just to connect with you.
You can say, I have one sister. For pets, you might say, I have a dog named Buddy.
Or, I have two brothers. Or, I have a cat named Luna. That's my dream cat's name, by the way.
I can totally imagine you as a cat person.
You're right. Okay, your turn, listeners. Make one short sentence about your family or pets.
Another fun part of self introduction is hobbies. They make you sound more interesting.
Exactly. For example, I enjoy painting and reading.
Or, my favorite food is pasta, my favorite color is blue.
Adding favorites helps people connect with you. If I say my favorite movie is Frozen, maybe you'll say, me too.
Or maybe they'll start singing Let It Go.
Don't worry, I won't sing. But yes, sharing little favorites is a nice way to bond.
You can also describe your personality. For example, I'm friendly and active.
Or even share dislikes. I don't like crowded places.
These small details make your introduction more personal and unique.
Okay, let's put it together. Imagine you're meeting a new friend. Say 2 or 3 sentences. Name, country, hobby. Try to keep it simple and natural. We'll give you 15 seconds. Go now.
Nice, great job, even if it was short. That's already enough to start a conversation. Remember, the goal is to be clear and friendly, like not perfect.
And if you felt a little nervous, that's totally normal. Try it again one more time, but this time add a fun fact or a question at the end. For example, hi, I'm Daisy. I'm from Australia. I like photography. What about you?
Good, that was better. Even small changes like adding a question make a big difference. Listeners, you're doing well. Keep going. Daisy, do you have any tips for sounding natural when you introduce yourself? Maybe some quick, practical things people can use right away.
Yes. Number 1, keep it short and clear. Don't try to tell your whole life story in the first 10 seconds. Simple is powerful. Example, hi, I'm Daisy. I'm from Australia. I love photography. Short, tidy, and friendly.
Number two, add a fun fact, something small but interesting that can start a mini conversation like, fun fact, I can play the guitar, or fun fact, I've lived in 3 different cities.
Number 3, finish with a question so the conversation continues. Examples, what about you? How about you? Where are you from? What do you like to do? Questions invite the other person to speak.
Tip four, use contractions and natural phrasing. Say I'm instead of I am for casual talk, and try small filler words rarely. They make you sound human, not robotic.
Tip 5. Match your energy to the situation. At a party, be friendly and upbeat. In a job fair, a little more formal is okay. Also, smile when you speak. It actually changes your tone and makes you sound warmer. Let's try a short role play to show how this works in real life. I'll be one character and Paul the other. Listen and then shadow us line by line. We'll pause after each line so you can repeat.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm from the US. I teach English.
Hi, I'm Daisy. I am from Australia. I create learning videos. What about you?
I enjoy hiking on weekends. Fun fact, I can play the piano.
That's cool. I love cooking. Nice to meet you. Where do you usually hike?
I usually hike in the hills outside the city. There's a trail called Green Valley. Have you been there?
Not yet. Sounds lovely. Maybe I'll go next weekend.
Great job. That's how we can introduce ourselves in a natural way and also make a good impression on the other persons.
All right, before we finish, let's do a quick review together. Remember, repetition is the key. So listen carefully, repeat after us, and really try to feel confident with each word. Ready? Let's go. Introduce to tell people who you are. Let me introduce myself to the group. Hometown, the place where you were born or grew up. My hometown is Hugh, a beautiful city. Hobby, something you like doing in your free time. My hobby is photography. I love taking pictures. Fun fact, an interesting or surprising piece of information. Fun fact, I can play 3 musical instruments.
Freelancer, a person who works for themselves, not a company. I'm a freelancer, so I work from home. Experience, knowledge, or skill you get from doing something. I have 2 years' experience in teaching English. Rewarding, making you feel good because you help or achieve something. Teaching is rewarding because I see my students improve. Crowded, full of people with not much space. The city center is crowded on weekends.
Great job. If you repeated with us, you've just practiced some very useful words for introducing yourself. These are words you'll hear often, and now you can also use them when you talk about yourself. Wow, you did it! Congratulations! You've just completed day 1 of our 7-day shadowing challenge.
Yeah, seriously. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Every minute you spend practicing like this brings you closer to speaking English with more confidence.
That's such an amazing first step. If you enjoyed today's practice and found it helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss the next videos. Remember, listen, relax, and repeat. See you in the next episode.